Hey, good morning, Facebook. My name is Stephanie Haines. I am a reporter with TMJ4, and I'm once again in the Kenosha County Courthouse basement, waiting on the jury. Any information from the jury about where they are in deliberations in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Today is their fourth day. We did get word that they came back around 9, so we can assume they're in deliberations. We saw the judge walk in today. He had a 6-pack of Diet Wild Cherry Pepsi, said good morning. He's working on some of his other cases. One that's going on right now appears to be another homicide case. And we also just got a pool note that we haven't heard anything about the jury saying they don't want lunch. So we think they'll probably have lunch today. And we know that, so this is the fourth day of deliberations, they've probably given this at least, around 24 to 26 hours of deliberations. The longest deliberation in the judge's courtroom, I'm not sure, but I do remember when he had another high profile case in Mark Jensen, that was around a 31-hour deliberation. So that would be most of today if we were kind of comparing, but every jury is different. So last night they wanted to leave around 4, which is a little bit earlier than that 5 o'clock bell that the judge tries to stand by. And they, one of them asked if they could take home the instructions with them that night, and the judge said yes. I don't know what that's a sign of. A couple of attorneys, some analysts we talked to say, you kind of don't want your jurors deliberating on their own or like really overthinking it. But we don't know. We don't know what it is. It is a really complicated case. I mean, there's 36 pages of instructions, not just about the charges, but also a self-defense instruction, intent, duty to retreat, provocation. And so, they're dense. I would say it's dense instructions. And so people, you want to make sure your jury understands them and has access to them. And if they have questions, they had no questions yesterday. We heard nothing from them. We haven't heard anything from them so far this morning, but it looks like they've only really been here for about an hour or so. The judge yesterday kicked out MSNBC because the police pulled over somebody who they believe was trying to take pictures of the jury when they got on their bus. They're bussed every day to and from the courthouse. And that person said they were working for MSNBC. NBC News said there's a freelancer. That was never their intention to contact the jury to photograph the jury, and they're going to cooperate with the investigation. But judges are protective of their juries. We want them to do their job. We want them to be able to deliberate in peace, not have outside influences or weird situations where people are following them. So there's that. Outside the courthouse, still some demonstrators. Yesterday was pretty cold and pretty windy, so it was pretty nasty outside. And so once everybody got word that the jury was going home for the night around 4 o'clock, it cleared out pretty fast. It's sunny out there now, it seems, but still pretty cold. And so some people will come by. The sheriff yesterday, Sheriff David Beth, handed out coffee and cookies for peace, he said, just to keep everybody calm. I think kind of the biggest thing that people are thinking about is, okay, it's Friday. The jury has given this a lot of time. You would think they'd want to get this done on Friday, especially since next week is a holiday week. Some of them have said in voir dire they have Thanksgiving plans. So that's a question. It's always, I think a lot of people are thinking about that right now, but we don't know. We don't know what they're going to do, what they're going to say, or hopefully we'll get some more communication from them to the judge about what they want to do or what their plan is or how they're feeling. They could come back tomorrow. They could deliberate late into the night. They could deliberate over the weekend. They could come back on Monday. I don't think deliberating on Thanksgiving is a possibility, and I don't know about the Friday after Thanksgiving. But we don't know how long that's going to go. And I think that's about it. There's still a possibility that they're fighting over charges, or they're not reaching an agreement. They have to be unanimous on each of the charges, and so there's also the possibility of a hung jury. That means they just can't come to a unanimous consensus. In that case, I have been on a couple of trials where there is a hung jury. The judge will first tell them, probably, like, okay, I get that you can't agree, but go back in there, figure it out, talk amongst each other respectfully, and really try to, really give this another good try. And then when I was when I was covering a case in Tennessee, they came back a day later. The jury came back a day later after that charge from the judge saying, try again. And they said they still couldn't do it. So then the judge declared a mistrial. That would be a mistrial where that could be tried again, I believe, but it just depends on what the state wants to do. That was actually the second trial. So the state didn't try it again. We don't know if that's what's going on. We don't know if, if it's just, maybe it's just taking them a long time. They are giving this, 20 plus hours already, we're getting close to 30 hours. That is a pretty long time to be deliberating. They are giving this quite a bit of time. So we will just keep you updated with whatever communication we get. So, and if any of y'all have questions, leave them in the chat and I'll try to answer them, or tweet. But that's it. And I'll let you guys go for the day. And if we have any updates, we'll let you know. Thanks so much.